My name is John Powers, and I'm from Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. For 50 years I have enjoyed studying butterflies and moths from around the world, as well as studying and researching the association of people, sports celebrities, political leaders, artists, actors, cartoonists, swimmers, hockey players, all those that have been captivated by the word or symbol of a butterfly. And so I'm very honored on this, the anniversary of my 50 years of studying these glorious creations, to have had the opportunity to share this with you while being sponsored by Orkin PCO Canada. The marketing director, Mr. Dan Dawson, would like to say a few words.
Hello, I'm Dan Dawson of Orkin PCO. I just wanted to say we're very proud to sponsor this fabulous exhibit, the Incredible World of Bugs and the Flying Jewels exhibit, and just wanted everyone to know that Orkin PCO, while appreciating the marvels of nature, we'll keep pests in their place. So should you ever need us, please give us a call.
I've had the honor of presenting butterfly displays to 6 presidents of the United States of America. My latest gift was to President Obama. I'm awaiting his autograph to join the others of President Reagan, President Clinton, President Carter, President Ford, and so on. And one time President Reagan said, "I get butterflies in my stomach." I think it's only natural for a president to have butterflies in his stomach. Another of my favorite cabinets is that signed by Mother Teresa, a world contributor to helping the poor in India especially, and some magnificent swallowtail butterflies from around the world, and especially some from her country of the world. In the boxing world, the famous quote was "float like a butterfly, sting like a bee," a quote of none other than the world's greatest boxer, Muhammad Ali. Of course, there's a lot of wrestling fans throughout the world, the people that enjoy the wrestling of Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. This cabinet is dedicated to Ric Flair. He wears a butterfly coat quite often when he's getting ready to go in the ring. And so I've put butterflies around this particular autograph, symbolic of the colors that you often see in wrestling. The silvers and the whites and the dark colors and the yellows. And so this is an association to the world of wrestling. Here's a connection to swimming. People that are interested in swimming, especially great distances, know that one of the best strokes to use is the butterfly. So famous Canadian swimmer Vicky Keith uses the butterfly stroke, and thus the butterflies around her autograph. Beautiful colored butterflies from around the world. All the different countries represented here, with the singer Sarah Vaughan and her famous song "Poor Butterfly," which was released in 1959. One of the most famous singers in the world, Roger Whittaker, who was born in Kenya, now lives in Ireland. He sang a song in 1965 called "Butterfly." As with many of the cases that are on display here, they've been autographed by international singers. And these are the butterflies of Africa. You'll notice the stripes and the polka dots, very much like the animals that come from that country of the world. The huge, giant swallowtail of Africa. This butterfly up here, it's unique because it has snake faces in the wings. One on the left and one on the right. Butterflies are symmetrical. which means the same on both sides. So they're enjoyable to look at all the time. One of my favorite singers, Johnny Cash, sang a song, "Any Old Wind That Blows." She's a butterfly in mid-July who can't wait to try her wings on brand new things. Featured around Johnny Cash's autograph are the butterflies, black and white, indicative of the nickname that he was given in his whole career, the Man in Black. This is another of my favorite cabinets, Elvis Presley and Priscilla Presley. Elvis had a song, "Suppose There Were No Bees or Butterflies." And so I built this collection of spectacular birdwing butterflies around a spectacular individual who's left a mark worldwide. Actor Jerry Lewis is featured in this cabinet. I noticed one time watching one of his movies, The Nutty Professor, that in the laboratory where he was working, there was a cabinet of butterflies on the wall. So I've always enjoyed making the connections and the associations to butterflies, and this one's associated to the movie world. I often write these people and collect their autographs because of the butterflies used in the movies. The magnificent Monarch butterfly, which makes its epic journey every year from Canada to Mexico, is featured in this cabinet along with Canadian scientists Dr. and Mrs. Fred Urquhart of Scarborough, Ontario. 40 years ago, they had a question come to the doctor's mind: where did the monarch butterflies go for the winter? And so what he did was he got a whole bunch of butterfly enthusiasts, and we became associates of his, putting the little tags on the wings of butterflies. And in Mexico, the farmers that live in the mountain ranges where the butterflies arrive every year in November look for these serial numbered tags and are paid for those tags. It's an alternative method of farming because they get paid for the tags, and it saves the trees in the habitat. This is one of my favorite moths of the world. It's called an owlet moth, and it was from Rio de Janeiro in 1934. It's the world's largest moth as recorded, and it's in the Guinness Book of Records. Another special one in the show here that's been sponsored by Orkin PCO is the gynandromorph. It's a butterfly that was born with a male set of wings on the left and a female set of wings on the right. Very unusual, very rare, but one that we wanted to share with the public in this traveling exhibition. Having collected butterflies and moths for over 50 years, one of the most amazing aspects is the relationship between poets, artists, singers, dancers, sports celebrities, political personalities, cartoonists. In the cabinet that we're looking at right now, it features Robert Bateman and his remarkable ability to paint owls. And around his painting of an owl's face, I have put the owl butterflies that are seen in Costa Rica, Brazil, throughout South America, the most spectacular examples of what we call caligo butterflies. They're raised on butterfly farms, and it's a source of income for people living in those countries. At one time, they used to kill the caterpillars, but now they harvest the caterpillars. They go through a complete life cycle and are shipped worldwide to butterfly conservatories or butterfly houses throughout the world. It's an alternative source of income for farming for people in these countries. One of the most unique connections to the world of hockey is known as the butterfly splits, the position of the goaltender's goalie pads. Featured here is internationally renowned goaltender Johnny Bower of the Toronto Maple Leafs, featured with the blue and white butterflies, the colors of the Maple Leafs. Many models from around the world that model for clothing and cosmetics have used butterflies in their promotional pieces because butterflies are a symbol of beauty, of love, new life, freedom, friendship. And thus Jennifer Wells, a model from Cambridge, Ontario, who now does modeling work in France, uses the Ulysses swallowtail from Australia as her motif in many of her special ads that she does around the world. The thousands of people that have come to the home show here in Toronto are treated to this rare collection of butterflies and moths from around the world. Orkin PCO Canada has shown all the butterflies that match the gemstones of the world, the rubies, the emeralds, the diamonds, and thus the name Flying Jewels.
So I just wanted to say that Orkin PCO Canada is very proud to sponsor this exhibit. We're bringing you the most incredible world of bugs, and in this case the most incredible exhibit of flying jewels, the most beautiful butterflies you'll ever see. So we hope you can come and see this, and we appreciate this opportunity. Thank you, John.